What's up, everyone? Daddy Warbucks here, and today we are continuing our playthrough of Rime of the Frost Maiden. Karis is the DM through the series, so I'm gonna let her set us up for today. Take it away, Karis.
Alrighty, so deep under the rugged glacier, in an ancient city that once was a magnificent nethery city flying through the air and is now a sad wreck. But all is not lost because there is plunder here, and there's still a fair amount. I mean, you'd think after all these years it would all have been stripped clean, but as hard as it has been to get to, there are still things here. In our last session, all right. In our last session, we were over in the Arboretum and we didn't kill everything. That's right. Our adventure capitalists actually listened, and when the opponents surrendered, they stopped fighting and said, "Good, now just give us what we want and we'll go away peacefully." And lo and behold, the opponent gave them what they wanted, and they're about to head away peacefully. Um, yeah. So we're going to pick up here with our group, having just finished. Let's see, what all was in that? We had the nether oak, and we had all of his little shrubs, and we had all of the gardeners, imagine, that were tending the shrubs, and none of this sounds at all familiar, does it? Anyways,
It does. You're
let's head back into the streets of Ithran. Where are you going to go from here? I think I put you guys on the map, right?
Well, so
yeah.
Azathoth has had zero. Azathoth
There's
has
a
had
tower.
zero luck trying to decipher these clues that everyone else seems to have pieced together. So.
Uh-huh.
So he's going to turn around and he's going to look at Anwise and Kira. He kind of throws his hands at him. Well, now what?
Kira points to the tower next to the Arboretum, yeah. Everyone just points to the tower.
Which one?
You can go here.
That one.
As we've done. This right here is not a tower, right? This is just a tall structure.
That is a tall building.
Okay, cool.
I mean, it could be interesting. You could go and look at it.
Okay.
So let's see here. You're gonna head over that way. Go ahead and move the party token. Let me find the description of this. Okay, so this is a thinnish tower, and as you come up to the base of it, you can see that the walls around are etched with intricate designs of hands and eyes. And as you can see on the map, that silver light flickers from a high window, above which a large carved eye animates and blinks. And part of the roof next to it is missing.
Sorry.
As you look inside, part of the roof is missing.
Okay.
There is an opening.
Fly up.
You can go in.
Ghosty Boy's going to fly up and look through the window.
Oh, okay. You're going to look up and look through the window. Means I have to look. So, as Ghosty Boy gets up there are large gashes in the roof. And, looking in, you can see that it is the light, that silvery light is coming from a large, maybe a meter in diameter glass orb that is on, well, you can't really see what it's on underneath it, but it's not on the floor. And as Ghosty Boy looks to get a better look at it, there are eyeballs all throughout this orb, and they keep turning to look. They keep following Ghosty Boy.
Okay, he'll give him a thumbs up and then fly back down, I guess. Okay. Did you say that part of the roof was missing?
Mm-hmm. That's what you were looking.
Okay, so he can go inside and just start kind of looking around inside. and I guess I'll say to the party, there appears to be a large silvery orb in there. I didn't see any people in there, but there's like a whole bunch of eyes like all around the room that just kind of follow you around.
And some of the eyes are normal eyes, and some are snaky eyes, and some have cataracts, and some are bloodshot or pus-filled. But
I
all
don't.
these different eyes, no two alike, follow the ghosty boy.
I don't relay that part of the information.
Probably smart, yeah.
No, it's just yeah, it's not relevant. But it's something that Tallies himself would make note of in terms of trying to figure out more about it. But the rest of the party aren't going to care whether one eyeball's the same as another for the most part. So yeah, shall we head in and take a look around?
Yeah, I'll move to the front and start trying to enter.
Okay, and there's the what was the door was kind of broken and off to the side, and it's easy to go in and go up the stairs on the inside. Now, there's a fair amount of damage in here because chunks of the walls have kind of broken, and there's a lot of rubble to go over. But taking your time and a little bit of care, it is not that difficult to get up into the chamber, and it's just as Tally's described it. So the orb, and now you can see for yourselves all the diversity of eyes within this, and some are green, and some are brown, and and it's actually on it has kind of a round base that the globe is sitting on.
The eyes, are they in pairs, or is it just like one of each type scattered throughout?
They're not in pairs.
Okay.
It's a huge diversity of these eyes.
What is the silvery orb in the center of the room doing?
Well, looking at you, apparently.
Is it hovering?
And glowing with a silvery light. No, it's resting on a yay-sized plinth thing underneath it, but it's relatively small compared to the size of the orb.
I'm gonna go up to one of the eyes that's like around the room. Just gonna poke it, see what it does.
The eyes are in the orb.
All of the eyes are in the orb.
Well, except for the one there was one up kind of on the ceiling that was kind of blinking at things. Yes. Oh, that's true.
Oh, okay.
The walls, yes, you're right. The walls have pictures of eyes and hands. Yes, you're right.
Oh, okay. But the walls don't. The eyes on the walls don't follow you around.
Actually, they do. Yes, they actually do.
Okay, I walk up to one and poke it in the eye.
Okay, walk up to one and poke it. It does not seem to react.
Is it squishy or is it stone?
It's stone. It looks like it was carved in.
Okay, and you said all of these like different kinds of eyes are in the orb as well?
Mm-hmm.
I'll poke one of those.
So you're going to come up to poke at one of those?
Yeah.
Oh, I
All
don't know.
Ooh, I thought I was going to be the button presser. Whack.
Yeah.
So as you sort of touch it, the eyes have been, some of them have been looking at sort of each of the people. They all turn and look at you, and as you touch it, you can feel sort of a crystal texture. Handwise, you're short. You notice that there is that on the base around it, there is some writing in Draconic. It's a fairly short phrase. Do you say anything, Tallies, as you're poking at eyes?
I mean, it's like, it seems crystalline, but I guess doesn't really do anything when I touch it, which is, I suppose, good. Maybe I'll see if there's anything I can learn from its magical radiance, and I will begin ritual casting Detect Magic.
Okay.
Alright, as soon as all the eyes are on Tallies, I'm going to cast a message, tell them that there's a draconic message on the base, and follow that up with that.
Okay. Okay, so there is divination everywhere around here, but especially around the orb.
Okay. So with being told that there's like draconic writing, I guess I'll take a look and see what it says.
And it says at the bottom, ask and we shall find.
Ah. Okay. It seems like it's kind of like a scrying orb, so I guess maybe if we ask it to see something, it might tell us where to find it. Maybe we can test it out.
And you would
anything else?
know that this would normally be used by placing your hands on it and speaking to it.
Okay. I'll put my hands on the orb. And I'll say, show me the Nautilus. And I'll say it in Draconic.
Okay, so you have a in your mind a very vivid image of the Descendant, and there is a tail sticking out of one of the doorways onto the decking. And as you watch, it slips inside and a nose sort of peeks out and is wandering around a little bit, and it looks like a baby dragon.
So Tallies will say with his eyes closed, hey, depending on how things go, we might have a pet when we get back to the ship.
I didn't think you guys were ever going to be able to find out about that. I'm so happy.
What do you mean a pet?
There's a creature on the Descendant, kind of poking its way around. If it stays there when we get back, it's gonna be well, I mean, we'll see how it goes. It definitely wouldn't be an easy thing to raise, but you know, it's a start. It's kind of a generational thing, though, I guess, based on its lifespan.
And as it comes out, you can still see there are bits of shell sticking to its rear end that didn't quite fall off.
Okay, what color
It's
is
a
it?
white. White.
All right, sounds good. Okay, let me try something else, and I'll kind of take my hands away.
Please give me a Constitution save. You are muted?
Oh, sorry. Is this a magical effect?
Sort of. Yes, for advantage purposes, yes. Okay, so there is a stabbing pain as you take 16 points of piercing damage as something pierces in and one of your eyes is removed and it is pulled into the orb.
Wait a minute.
Screaming. They're just screaming.
Wait, okay. So
Losing an eye, you will have have disadvantage on perception checks that rely on sight and on ranged attack rolls.
Sweet.
Having witnessed the orb just take one of Tali's eyes, I would like to smash the wicked device with the flattener.
All right. Mash away.
Okay. Oh.
Oh.
You, it comes down the mighty and just, this is a very round, solid object, and it glances off the side and appears to do no damage.
I'll try again.
Let me see here. So this, you feel like this was a mighty swing, and it should have done, it hits soundly, and you can feel it reverberating back through your shoulders and all this, and it appears to have not even made a scratch on it.
Okay. So after seeing it twice now, not take any kind of damage from my blow, I'll drop the maul and I'll point to it and I'll say, "Don't touch it!"
At this point, Tarly's is kind of fallen back, grasping his eye, just clenching his teeth, trying not to cry out.
And what are the rest of you doing watching this display? Kira's standing in shock. Okay, good.
Kira's screaming. Like, there's just a lot of screaming. And she's just, like, running around the room. Her trunk is up. She's just like, "Rah!" Just a lot of that.
Okay.
Yep.
Landar?
Did what reached out to grab him? Like, was
Yeah. Was it like mechanical
see
or
anything.
organic? It was too fast. Oh.
You didn't see what it was. You didn't see anything about what it was.
Do we still have something, right? Like, so the list of like the magic items that we have here. There's one that we have that
Don't
might
have an eye.
help in some things. We don't. I thought we might, but I know we had one in one game. But the eyes of minute seeing, they're like lenses that help with at least investigation checks.
Yeah. Do we have?
Because it's like it's in the list of magic items in our
Yeah, so you guys have
Oculus.
found it. I think you found, where did you find that? You found that in...
Oh my god, we actually do. Well, I mean, go ahead and slap those on your face since you're actually blind in one eye now. You want to cover up that gaping wound. It's making Team Andwise over there uneasy. So, there you go. And I'm just going to put it over your face.
The Descendant.
Ah!
That was one of the items you got on the captain's table in the Descendant.
There you go.
All right.
That's right. Hide your shame.
Yeah, I'm gonna go put those on. So, let's see. What color are the lenses? What color are Tally's eyes now?
Well, what color are Tally's eyes? Because I mean, these are minute seeing, so they enlarge your eyes like really strong glasses do. Makes your eye look
So it looks like
Okay.
bubbles from
Okay.
Trailer
tiny.
Park
Actually, no, it makes
Boys.
your eye look tiny because it makes other things look huge.
So right now they're like a frosty blue with a very.
Well, one of them is. Wouldn't the other one just be
Yeah,
magnifying
one of them
that gaping hole where your eye should be?
Hey, look, 100% of the eyes are that color. 100% of the eyes.
Yeah, I think
Right.
it would make your eyes look small. I don't remember which way it goes.
I do got a
I think
question.
I'd know wearing glasses. Go ahead.
So, how big is an actual drift globe? Like, what's the actual size of a
I
drift
thought it
globe?
was like the size of your face.
Yeah, it's
Well,
like
it
a
weighs
baseball.
1 pound. That's why I'm curious.
Wait, say you what? What are you curious about?
I was just saying it only weighs like a pound, so I didn't know how big.
5 pounds? I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyways, yeah.
Okay.
So it's about this big, and the thing in front of you is Yeah, about this big, about a yard
Can
or a meter.
Can you imagine though? Like it's like a drift globe. I could fly.
So what do you guys? So Landar, what are you doing with Kira panicking and Azatoth trying to hit the thing and?
Yeah, I'm like jumping back, trying to assess the situation because I don't even know what just happened. All of a sudden, Talus is on the ground, and Azatoth's like trying to beat this thing, and I'm like,
Yeah, first he's talking about a pet at the Indescendant, and now he's
Yeah, and
Right.
he's like gritting his teeth and cursing at Infernal.
Okay. It's okay. What else is in this room? Like,
Oh, sure, it's
They
not a
have
demon.
nothing.
And I point at Kira.
there wasn't even anyone near him.
She was here. Maybe it was a trap. And I raise the pacemaker.
Is there anything else in this room that is like other stuff that we've encountered already? Like anything that could have a script on it that talks about like one of the 8 things for divination?
no.
No. Okay.
No, all you see, the only thing here are the eyes and hands inscriptions around the walls. This thing on the plinth that says, "Ask and we shall find," and broken pieces of things and a missing chunk of the missing chunk of the upper wall and roof.
so you said there's other inscriptions?
There's no other. We have to ask this thing.
Do you mean we have to touch it?
I don't know. Maybe we can ask it from afar.
Oh, Andwise can do that. Try to message the orb.
Adwise was hidden, so
It's not how the orb works. You have to put your hands on it and essentially command it.
Okay.
It's the only way it works.
Well, then I think Kira should do it.
I mean, I do have a +7 to con. Okay, I'm gonna pull out the Chardolin wand, and I'm just gonna go up to it, and I'm just gonna tap it.
Hey, wait. If you're gonna ask it, we should decide what we're gonna ask it, though.
I'm not gonna ask it anything yet. I'm just gonna tap it first to start.
Why don't you ask it where Oral is?
But what is? Oh,
Ask it to show you Oral.
the fuck is Earl?
Oral, the Frost Maiden.
What's that?
Oral, the Ice Queen. She's brought the eternal winter onto the Dales. What did you
Turn
No.
She got frozen in it. She don't know shit.
We need to
Tap
be more
it.
practical.
Wow.
You should ask the orb for the riddle to these infernal towers so that we can be done with this.
Okay, I think that's a good idea. I can do that. I tap it with the wand.
tink tink.
And can I ask through the wand? I'm going to try and just see what happens. I think it's not going to work. Hillary thinks it won't work. I don't know about her.
Tink tink tink.
Okay.
Wait,
I'm going to bless myself.
wait. Doesn't Ander, can't she like create a clone? Could the clone touch and ask the question?
I mean, the clone's disposable, right? So, go ahead. Go ahead, send Anders.
All right, here in the party say that Ander will send the clone over to touch. You realize the clone cannot communicate back, so any answer the clone
No,
gets.
not the clone. I mean the companion, Anders. Send them. Who cares if they die?
Yeah, nearsighted, your glasses make eyes look smaller. So yeah, those would make his eyes look very small.
Okay. So Anders can't do it, is what I'm hearing.
No. Oh, yes, I got distracted. So,
Okay.
as you guidance yourself and prepare to go and do bad things. This is a terrible
Blessing.
idea.
3 blessed day. I'm doing it.
I am gonna give
Touch
you
it.
a death ward.
Amazing, thanks. I touch it. And I just say, hello. I hope you're having a nice day. Please don't take my eyes. I like them. Before I would have gone up, I would have tried to put my goggles on. I don't think it's going to help though. We're looking for the riddle to lift up the city, so that we can help. Can you help us? Help you? Please?
Crickets.
Huh?
You get kind of a sort of swirling doesn't resolve.
Oh. It's said to shake and ask again later.
Focus.
It's a different question. What did the Draconic say?
Ask and we shall find.
Ask and we shall find. Where is the riddle for this tower? Where's the divination bit of the riddle for this tower?
Okay. So, you see very clearly a large chunk of masonry kind of impaled like a dagger into the floor of a room with some sort of a contraption behind it. Actually, this is Kira. That might look something like a telescope.
Oh, that would be for Kira. Looks.
Give me a con save, please.
Uh-oh.
Okay,
Uh-oh.
I'm blessed though. So, I'm gonna press buttons. Oh my god. Okay.
And a stabbing pain comes through as... Oops, I'm on the wrong one. Here we go.
Have a +7 to con. Okay.
As you take 12 points of piercing damage as an eye of yours is plucked out and goes into the crystal and is looking out at you from the ball.
Can I see myself?
You no longer have a link to it, so you can see your eye as if you were looking in a mirror, but you don't see through it.
The ball has attacked another party member! And I'm gonna try to bash it again.
Okay, give me a bash.
Do I really have to? I mean, it can't be hurt, right?
Yeah, it's gonna get the same result.
Okay.
Yeah, it's gonna. You get a mighty swing, and it goes bunk, bink, and nothing happens.
What? So I know I can't hurt it, but let's say instead of like a vertical swing, like we swing horizontally. Can I baseball bat, knock it out of the park, get it far
Knock
away
it
from
out of
us?
the park?
Just because it's a ball, right?
And as you give a mighty swing, ooh, dang, and nothing happens to it, but
Oh.
man, your shoulder hurts.
Now what?
I think we should leave this
Meanwhile,
place.
Kira's rolling
Like,
around
hardcore.
in pain.
Yeah, I'm like above table. We should get out of here. Like, if we're just gonna keep losing party members at this point. Like, if we're not willing to send a clone or something disposable at this thing, which it looks like we're not, then we should just get out of here.
I can summon a zombie. I don't know if that would work. They can't talk. Never mind. Do they need to talk? Do they need to be able to talk to interact with the... Because it understands language, it just can't speak.
How would it relay any answer? Because none of you heard the answers. They got visions in their mind, so
that is,
how would they relay back to you?
That is a valid point you have there. Okay.
Once I stop screaming and recover, I'll mention the telescope. And when I asked, I got the masonry impaled like a dagger with a contraption that looks something like a telescope.
So, like a spyglass kind of thing?
Much larger.
No, like a telescope.
What is a telescope? You're speaking gibberish.
It's one of those really big contraptions that you can use to see the stars. Or you could use to see the stars. People suck. It storms out.
We just look up at the sky. Although we haven't seen
Okay.
much of the sky lately.
Where is it? Hey, come back.
She's fully left the room. She's going down the stairs.
Azatoth, you know the spyglass we have on the Idolist to see far away that we used to see that Charlatan dragon?
Yeah.
She's referring to one of those.
Yes, the spyglass.
That's what I said, a spyglass.
But then she said, no, a telescope.
Well, now I'm just confused, and this
I
thing.
scream up the stairs. It's way bigger than a spyglass.
I don't care anymore. This thing is eating eyeballs. Let's go. Like,
we like grab Tallies and start trying to drag him out away from all this.
He'll walk. He's
can't
capable of walking.
wait.
Just
Can't we identify it? It's obviously magical, right? There is divination magic present in the chamber. Can't we just identify it to find out what it frickin' does?
I mean, Tallies will.
You have to
just turn
touch it
his tail.
again.
I mean, we.
No, wait, terrible idea. You'd have to touch it
I
again.
was say that's a bad idea. Don't do that.
Well, it's. I don't think that's even the issue. I mean,
That should have been our
we know what
question.
it is,
How do we
so-
do this?
Kira, actually, you did get, you know that it is, I'm sorry, I almost forgot to give you an important piece of information. It is about 300 feet northeast of you.
Okay.
And I don't know how far away the descendant is, but Tallies knows how far and which direction it is from here.
It's still on the surface, right? Didn't we have to like go down into the earth?
Yeah.
So, I guess we're just gonna follow Kira as she storms to the north. Was it?
Where would northeast
Yeah, I
even
guess-
be over
I guess
here?
so.
This guy over here? Yeah.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
other tower.
Just like a trail of blood.
Oh. Well, at least you won't die for the next 7
Not yet.
and a half hours.
I mean, it looks kind of cool. Got your battle sword.
Does it? Okay.
No, it looks hideous.
Just continues bailing out the door.
So, you guys heading over to there, or are you going to
Nope, yeah.
do you
So
want
we're
me to
next
describe
tower.
things as you pass them?
I mean, you can. I'm interested.
All right, so let's see here. This is a very deep well that has some icy benches around it. This is a building, you can't quite tell what it is. This one is that one the, is that the one that has the, yes. This one looks like a large market area, and there's a loud clattering noise coming from inside of it. And when you come up to this building, let's see, the conical tower is held relatively upright by a ring of arched buttresses. There are expressionless humanoid figures standing in silence around it. Oh, that's where these guys are. So the two different kinds of the Maiden that you saw at the Arboretum, there's 3 of each of those, and there's one of another type that looks like, where'd he go? Here we go. Looks like that, one of these.
Dr. Manhattan.
And as you come up to it, so they're kind of in a ring around the outside of it.
Tallies will kind of try and make out, in terms of the Netherese language that we were speaking before, to them. Where is the riddle for this tower?
Hear in your mind a flat statement. You must leave.
Do we all hear this message or just Tallies?
Just tell us to start with. But if anyone is approaching, starts coming up looking like they want to enter, that person will hear, you must leave. And you will see these people move to try and interpose themselves to prevent you from entering.
Cool. So then at that point, at the top, we'll walk forward and kind of lift the mall. Is this
As you get
finally
closer,
at one of these towers I can use this?
and as you get closer, you can see at the base of this, there's an iron door that has been welded shut from the outside.
Oh.
Why must we leave?
You must leave. It is not safe.
What is the danger?
Let's see, this is telepathy. Telepathy can include an image, right?
I believe so.
Yeah, I don't see why not.
Yeah. So the image would be of So the image would be of kind of this bluish hulking creature with claws and an ugly look on its face and possibly some drool, and this is the image you get.
Do you want us to destroy the creature?
Blue frogs don't scare us.
You must leave.
We can destroy this creature and make it safe again.
They don't seem to react to any of this.
So to the rest of the party, Tells will say, it seems like there is a creature. Would Tallies be at all familiar with what a slot is?
Give me a history check. Of course, this is Tully's. You've probably read about them.
It's true. Okay. Any benefits for sage background?
I don't think so.
All right, I'll use my inspiration on it then.
Using inspiration. Yeah, you know what a slot is. You've read about them and you know a bunch of information about them.
Okay, so what do I know specifically about blue slots then?
So about blue slots, you would know. Let me find some information to tell you. Oh, come on. Open up. Why are you not opening the sheet? There we go. All right, so you would know that these are pretty strong creatures that will mostly bite and claw. They are somewhat resistant to magic, and they tend to regenerate. And they also resist a bunch of types of damage. That they're kind of brutal and they're kind of stupid.
It's like a.
Oh, and they do have telepathy. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
All right. there's a creature. I'm assuming that they locked it up inside, but they're saying it's not safe because of this creature. It's what's known as a slod. It's like an extra dimensional creature. They're often resistant to magic and various sort of forms of damage. They're big and they're strong.
And if they hit you, they infect you, and you could become like them.
And they also have the
Minor detail.
potential to infect you if they hit you. So, want to be careful with that too.
Is it necessary that we head in there?
This is. I kind of turned to Kira. You said that this was the next tower, right?
This is where the piece of masonry, when I asked the question, this is where the masonry impaled like a dagger was near this. So I think the bit of the roof that broke off had the riddle bit on it, and now it's in here.
Just maybe take a quick scan around the area just to make sure it's not on the ground around here anywhere.
Sure, I'll get right on it. Can I make a perception check, please?
I'll help.
I mean, you look around, yeah, there's a lot of broken stuff around here, but no, it doesn't look like it's around here. And Kira very clearly saw it in the floor next to the
telescope, yeah.
Telescope.
If two people with only one eye are looking, does our disadvantage equal sort of even out, and with two people of disadvantage, do we get like super advantage? That's like negative numbers rules, right?
Yeah, no. Nice try.
Right. Sorry, we really got to get in here. It's nothing personal. We just got to. Like, I really, we're clearly not having a good day. This is the next step. So.
They're not going to have a good day soon. They continue to impede my progress.
They literally kill everybody. We just had a whole side conversation about it. You didn't hear it, but they just kill everybody.
Fellows will say to them in the Netherese language, I don't know if you're understanding what they're saying, but the short version is, you need to let us pass and we're going to kill that creature because what we need is inside there. You're not going to be able to stop us, and if you try, it'll just make it harder for us to kill the creature. But if you help us, we'll destroy the creature.
No,
and everything will be safe again.
To amend what he said, if you try to stop us, it'll just be your corpses added to the pyre at the end of the day. Or we can go and kill that creature, and you get to see your family.
Please.
The ones that are like the ones you've seen before do not appear to react in any way. They're continuing to keep their defensive stance. And you hear in your minds as you keep trying to explain this to them, you must leave.
How close can we get to the door before they are in front of us to stop us?
Let's see, Tallies, you had that book of the things in Ithran and the creatures that they created.
I believe so.
Of course.
So you would be able to figure out these are constructs. They are not real creatures. They are constructs that have a job to do, and they are only going to do the job that they were instructed to do.
And that's all of the multiple types of creatures are all like that.
The three of these kinds of these, the Majin, yes, these are all like that.
Okay. Tallies will say, got a little bit turned around, what with them, doing almost up their constructs, so they'll kind of just do what they're told. They're not going to get out of our way. I don't know if they're going to try to attack us if we go in, but at the very least, they'll probably try to stop us somehow.
Well, if it's just a thing, a construct, then we don't have to feel responsible for ending it, do we?
Have we felt
Yeah,
responsible for ending anything?
That's besides the point.
So I'm getting bored and I want to get in here because we need in here. And I just book it for the door.
All right, so I am going to bring you guys over to the street map. Let me, you guys are on one side. I'll put these guys over in front of a building. Let's see, I need 3 of these. And 3 of these. This is not, oh, nope, nope. Not 3 of these. Only 1 of these. 3 of these.
Oh boy.
Okay, so this is not going to be a terribly difficult combat. Roll me some initiative. And let's.
No. Wait,
Uh,
did I have more? No, that's the other game.
I was
Alright.
thinking the same thing.
did I? Initiative. Here we go. Alrighty. Do we have everybody? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and them. Excellent. So you guys would be a lot closer. I'll let you arrange yourselves as I arrange them.
Yeah.
So how close do we need to be within the telepathy?
Well, you guys approached them, so you'd be pretty close. Come in, give me their sheet. Thank you.
Like here-ish.
The telepathy is 30 feet, so you guys are pretty close.
Oh, jeez. Okay.
And you guys basically came up to them. Andwise is going to start us off. Oh, and
All right.
actually, Andwise, before there was, you shot at them before there was.
Yeah,
initiative.
I fired that shot as soon as he said that they were just constructs.
At whom? At which, rather? These are not a whom's. All
The one in
right.
front of the door.
This one, and so that is a hit. Give me some damage from it.
Just
There's a
9.
reason. Okay, I was trying to figure out. It's like you might have sneak attack. Do you have sneak attack in this? Okay. And we're off. Now take your turn. That did not count towards your turn, by the way. That just
All right,
started us off.
I'm gonna take my turn at the same guy that I shot at before the fight started.
Okay. That will zip right past him and into the masonry on the wall behind him. That will hit him squarely in the chest. Whoa, that will hit him squarely in the chest. Oh my goodness. All right. He's in bad shape and has a cindering hole in the middle of his chest. He is still standing upright though. Wielding his, what do these guys wield? Scimitar? Greatsword.
All right, from the homunculus.
Yeah, the same guy?
Yep.
Okay. Is still upright. Just barely. Okay, now I've been taking the damage off of this one.
All right, Andrew's gonna swing.
At which one of these two? The lower one or the upper one? The lower one, okay. Give me your swing. All right.
Just the first one on the white.
Okay, the first one hits. Slashing damage. Okay, and that was the sword. gets the reaction shot?
No reaction.
Okay.
There's only one person that can take the reaction, and I'm not using my reaction right now.
Okay. Anything else?
Nope, that's it for me.
All right. So them, the one that the clone did, reaches out and touches the clone. It doesn't touch the clone, but it has 2 attacks, so it gets to try and touch the clone again. What is the clone's AC? 21. That's not going to work. That's not going to touch the clone. Alrighty, so these guys are going to kind of move somewhat over towards where you are. We've got a... Where did I put... I had these out. Oh, I put it on the other map. I need a 16-foot line lightning bolt. Where's my area effect? Spell tokens?
Actually, the clone's only a 16.
Oh, clone's only a 16? I still don't think it. Yeah, no, it was a 15.
I know,
All
but
right.
just for future reference.
We're going to get some crisscrossy going here from this one down here that's going to hit Ander and Tolly's, and one from this one over here that is going to hit, where's it? There.
Okay. I mean,
It's going to hit,
so is it casting a spell?
yes.
Yeah. Okay. I'm gonna. cast a
Yeah.
spell.
Well, I mean, sort of.
Is
These
it,
things gather up lightning and then they discharge it.
Oh, sorry.
Okay.
is it
So
under
it's not
actions
exactly
or is it
casting a
under
spell.
spellcasting?
It's under actions.
And, oh,
Okay, that's not
Yeah.
a spell.
That's cool.
All right. So,
How long are these lines?
these lines are 60 foot, 5 feet wide. Each creature in the line must give me a dex save. With disadvantage if you're wearing metal armor.
It's still
I don't think any of
it's
you
still
are.
a magical effect, though, right?
It is a magical effect.
Am I getting hit twice, or is that line meant to go?
Yes, you are.
Okay.
Tally's is getting hit once. Ander and Azatoth are getting hit twice because this is actually curved a little bit.
Cool.
Curved a little bit this way. Ah. Use the option key, Karis. There we go. It's going that way. All right, so is that the actual?
30 lightning on the first.
Yeah.
Shoot.
it's great damage. Holy moly.
And then we need
Actually,
the
is
second.
that?
Cool.
There you go.
46.
Yep. And that is those guys shoot off that. These guys have swords. No, that's the one I just did. I want the other one. Okay. These guys move up to attack with their great swords. So this one, it's nearly dead, is going to come up to do the clone. Actually,
No, it's not. Give me a
no,
sec.
it's not. Okay. And this one's going to come up here and attack Kira.
Ah,
Okay, these 2 attacks are against Kira.
those mess.
Okay. So what's the knot on the clone?
It's gone.
Anders went down.
Okay.
Clone's gone as soon as she went down.
Oh, you are correct. You are correct. So they would have moved up over here to Tully's and Landar. All right, so these 2 attacks are against Landar.
Cool.
And these 2 attacks are against Tully's. Alrighty. So they come in and they come storming up and start
I'm gonna-
slicing away at you. Yes.
I mean, I'm gonna cast shield.
Okay.
But, yeah, the first one's still gonna hit because it's a crit. But
Okay, so this will be the first damage, the damage to Tully's. 10 plus 3 step flashing. And Landar, I assume the first one hits.
Yeah.
That's yours. The 9 plus 3 is yours. Okay, and I believe the second one misses. Does the 22 miss with shield, Tully's?
yeah, my AC is 25 with
Okay.
shield.
All right. And then this guy is no. Okay, so I need a wisdom save from Tully's.
Is this a magical effect?
Yes, it is. Okay. So you can feel a suggestion that you stop fighting and leave, but you feel no particular compulsion to act on that. Brings us around to Kira.
One hand over the eye, just absolutely fuming. She's like, I am very over this. And she'll walk away from this guy. He can take an op attack if he wants to.
Yes, he totally will.
Go for it, fam.
And
I don't
miss
miss.
terribly.
And I will sort of just take my trunk and flare up.
Misses against you.
I am just too scared of me, too angry, and just flaring out. And I'm in this straight line downwards. I'm going to cast Sunbeam. So I need every person in this little line here to go ahead and make me a Constitution saving throw, please. DC 17 or be blinded.
Alrighty.
Till my next turn.
You said that was a con save? Yeah, con save.
Yeah.
1, 2,
Fail,
3.
fail. They
Yeah,
all
they
fail.
all fail. So they are all blinded and take 18 damage.
Doesn't feel great, does it? And I'm going to pop my starry form to Chalice. And I'm going to hover a bit off the ground. End of turn.
Alrighty, Tully's.
All right. Yeah, Tully's is not happy with the way things are going right now, so he is. No, he kind of was hoping to be able to save some resources, but that's not going to happen. So here we go. It's gonna be a fireball.
Yep.
That'll do.
Yeah, that'll do.
Let's go ahead and make
These are
this.
deck saves.
It's going to be deck saves, and I'm going to make it.
And I assume it's deck saves at disadvantage for the guys that are blinded? No, I guess not.
our player's handbook?
All right, so. Fail, fail, fail. Doesn't matter if it's a disadvantage, they failed. Deck save for this guy. What's your DC?
19.
Fail.
19, sorry, yeah.
And 2 of these guys. Fail, fail. Everybody failed. Actually, I didn't need to roll for this guy. He's toast. He couldn't take even half. So this is a total of 40 to each of them.
Yeah.
He dies. He's not dead. He's not dead. He's dead. And you stop hearing the telepathic warning. He wasn't hit. This one was hit. All right. That has cleared the field rather well.
Following that, Tally's is going to move. So that'll provoke from that guy if he wants to take an attack.
Yes, he. Wait, where? Oh, that's the Demos one. Yes, he totally will. Oh, these guys. So the one that was in front of these guys that died, their bodies disintegrated in a harmless burst of fire and smoke that doesn't really, was kind of overwhelmed by the fireball. So you take a 19, which you still have your mage armor up, I believe.
Well, yeah, my AC is 20, like without
Yep,
shield.
so that's fine. And these guys, one of these guys died, and what happened when it died? Yeah, it disintegrated in a burst of fire. So these guys disintegrate away when they die. But they disintegrate.
And that'll be Tally's turn.
Okay. Brings us to
I
Landar.
guess Ghosty Boy's gonna come and get up in this guy's face. Just start, I don't know, causing a ruckus.
Alright.
Something to do with the bonus action.
Landar is going to run straight up to this guy right here, and start attacking with the Charlene short sword.
Okay. I think that will miss. I think that will hit. Pokes right through its side. It is sagging, but it is still... It has not dissolved in front of you.
All right, well, I'll follow up with my free hand with a nice unarmed strike right at it.
And that's enough for it to dissolve in front of you.
All right, and like I mentioned, I was going for the door, so I'm
You're
over
going
here.
for the door. Okay.
Okay, that's it.
At the top.
Well, there's only a couple of them left, so we're gonna run. Is this the one that was blinded by the sunbeam?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, good. We're gonna,
These are both looking in very sad shape, though.
well, we're gonna attack the one that's blinded first, because I get to make just a straight attack roll. Hiya! Damn it!
And that hits.
It hits.
It hits.
Whammo!
And it dissolves in a puff of fire and smoke.
Cool. Then I'll attack this one here. With disadvantage. Oh. Hey!
That hits.
Bonk.
And yep, it dissolves.
And now I get to
And-
make a bonus action attack because I killed a unit. We're gonna attack, not that one. This one.
Yep.
$25.
That will definitely hit. Oh, good
Think I'm getting
lord.
sick.
You're making paste out of these guys.
Yeah!
Its leg is all squished in. Actually, its whole side is all squished in.
Wait a minute.
So that's been
I
3
actually...
attacks.
Yeah, no, it's less damage than it should be.
Oh.
Because that one didn't re-roll. Well, doesn't matter. But there's supposed to be the 5 necrotic damage wasn't tacked on. So he takes 5 more, and then that's it.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's smushed.
Good, thank you, and I'm done.
Okay, and Wise. It's one of the sword-wielding ones near you.
He was 10 feet away. He
Yes.
wasn't in the square next to me, so I'm gonna
Yeah,
take a
that's
step closer to Ander And I'm gonna shoot at him.
Okay. That will miss. It goes fizzling by and shooting off into the area. That will hit. And it will go right through him, and he disappears in a puff of pale purple powder. No, fire and smoke. And the area
All right,
falls
bonus action.
quiet. Okay. Okay, so it falls quiet. You have none of these creatures in front of you now. There is a actually, I'll go ahead and leave us on this map for a bit. There is a welded shut iron door.
Sunbeam. I got it up for a whole minute. May as well use it.
Landar's jumping back.
All right, so let's see. Let me look at the details of what that does.
This does radiant damage.
Yeah, but I'm looking at the door.
If we have if we've got some time, I'm gonna cast Healing Word on myself.
Yeah, because there's nothing attacking you right now. All you're doing is attacking the door.
Yeah.
Okay.
I will
so-
while they sunbeam it, I will bash it with
Uh-huh.
the pacemaker. I think that's all I
Yeah.
can do to contribute.
All right.
We do
So give me some.
153 damage over the course of the minute, which is pretty bad.
Yes, over the course of a minute, it melts right through the iron door, and yeah,
Bash, bash,
and
bash, bash.
the
I
door
wanna
opens,
contribute.
and on the and on the other side of the door comes bursting through. Of course. Oh, I shouldn't have taken this out of initiative. This thing comes
That's a new
charging
combat,
forward
right?
to attack. It is a new combat. Give me initiative again.
Did that take a whole minute or like not a whole minute?
It had 30 hit points, so it would not have
Okay.
taken anywhere near a whole minute.
Okay. I'm gonna keep Sunbeam then, if that's okay.
Yeah.
Right. Like 5 rounds
You're
in, I
just
guess.
wielding it around. Let's get some
Okay, cool.
initiative here.
Right. During one of those blastins, I would have popped a healing word for myself too.
I think we have everybody. Wow, it comes charging out and attacks first. And who was closest to the door? Landar was closest to the door.
Yep.
So it comes charging out to Landar. Let me put this back on. And it is going to attack with its claws. It comes up and it swipes at you twice, and it's going to lean over and it is going to bite at you.
Yeah, all 3 of those hit.
Oh, yes, I need DC. I need a con save. Actually, I need 3 cons.
Reaction.
saves.
Reaction on his first one.
Yes. Okay.
Flash of Genius. He can add, 15 to his save.
Okay, so you're only going to take 2 of these.
That's not how
No,
Flash of Genius works.
Flash of Genius, you add your spellcasting modifier to their save.
I just clicked it and that's what came up.
Yeah,
I
but
think it's just
Yeah,
plus
it's not
2.
a roll.
Yeah.
It's just +2.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So he adds 2 to his first save.
That would be crazy though.
well, that'll be enough for him to pass the first save.
All right, so how many more times I need to roll? 2.
2 more.
Shifting.
Well, total of 3.
All right, I'm using inspiration on this next one.
Okay. Okay, that's a pass.
I'm gonna give him my inspiration for his next one.
Uh,
Oh, you didn't
Okay.
even need it.
Didn't need it. He passed. Okay, so you are not infected. So you just take the 16, 16, and 6. Oh, they're all 16? Really? Did it actually roll them? Yeah, it rolled them. Okay, so you take 48 points of combination of slashing and piercing. That doesn't seem right.
I don't see one of the rolls on there. I only see 2 of the damages.
And they're both slashing. I don't see the piercing ones. So let me get
It's
on the bite again.
okay. 16. So there we go.
Okay. Okay, yeah, so it's 48 total amongst those. So it has come rushing up. It has done that. And we are now at Azatoth. Azatoth, you have a nice big thing to...
Yes, I do. I think what we're gonna do is we're gonna use our bonus action, and we're gonna transform into our form of dread,
Okay.
and we're gonna gain. Wow, that is a nice, awesome roll. I'm gonna gain 15 temp HP. 15. Then we're gonna run up on him. No, right there. We're gonna run up on him, and we're gonna bash it. Nope. Nope. It's not gonna do it. And that's action bonus act. We haven't had a long rest or a short rest in a while, have we?
No, we
Nah.
haven't.
Yep. So I'm done.
So you're waving your toy around and it's snarling towards you with its mouth dripping with pieces of Landar's blood. Tallies.
Actually, Tallies is going to step forward a little. And then he's going to say, Landar, don't die. Get mad. Go with it. And I cast Polymorph. I'm going to turn Landar into a T-Rex.
Why is
so-
it every campaign?
T-Rex is boss?
No, it's always Landar. He's our designated polymorph.
That's true.
No, it was Karis last game.
Yeah. Did it actually play down?
He's
It did? Oh, come on.
Landar will make a great T-Rex.
You need me to drag? I'll put it into the lobby.
I got it. There we go.
Oh, he's a happy
And
fellow.
I'm so happy.
let's see here.
I'll take care of it. You just.
Okay,
do
thank you. Yeah. Give access
Yep,
to
yep.
Dark Mage. All right, Landar, stomp! Go stomp, stomp, stomp! I love T-Rexes. Don't stomp on Andwise.
There you go.
You're stomping on Andwise. Andwise move. Okay.
He'd fit where Landar is standing.
Yeah, because there is no Landar. It is Landar.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Okay, come stomping up. Stomp, 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 right?
Yep, Ghosty
That's
Boy
fine.
comes in, gets up in his grill, just, starts flipping it off and whatever.
Being a
and that's-
distraction.
I mean,
Hey.
whatever. I mean, sometimes it works. Why not? But yeah, so that's
Ghosty Boy's been
that's
quite successful. Yeah,
Yeah, that's
Rower.
it,
Totally Rower.
details. But there we go.
Okay. Landar Rex.
Well, it's
Oh, that was Tally's turn. That's right. That's
that
right.
was
It's
my turn.
Andwise's turn now. You've got Landar Rex there.
All right, where I'm at, I'm going to cast. If it's not letting me upcast it.
trying to resize it, not. Alrighty, you are healing whom?
All right,
Ander?
19 points of healing to Ander, Landar, Kira, and Tallies. And might as well hit Azathoth.
Takes 10 minutes
Ah.
to cast it.
Yeah.
It's what?
Prayer
It
is
takes
10
10
minutes.
minutes.
10 minutes.
Oh, it's a 10-minute. Never mind. I didn't realize that was a 10-minute.
Yeah. I always forget that.
You want those drive-through
Matt
churches,
healing
like
word
the
is the
little
one
white
you
chapel?
want.
It's like, hang on, guys, I got this, and he sits down for 100 rounds.
I mean, you know.
All right, I don't have mass. Okay, I guess that changes what I'm going to do then.
It's a little.
Yeah, just a little. Instead of doing healing, let's try doing damage.
That might do some damage. Let's see. He's got a very tough hide. He's got a tough hide, but that comes through. That's okay. It poofs through and oh my. And you've got you definitely have an ally in range, so that does 37 points of damage. That takes a nice big chunk out of it. Sizzles a chunk right through the lower abdomen.
Well, let's try taking another chunk then.
That one just goes zipping by his head as he's kind of and he leans forward and it goes. He totally misses.
Well, if he hadn't moved after my first shot, the second one would hit him. Well,
That will
Homunculus
miss.
missed as well. All right, now we go to Ander, who's going to start by casting or using her bonus action to resummon her clone right there.
Okay.
Then Ander is going to swing.
And we'll miss.
Hang on, I don't know
It gets
why
towards
it's-
the tough
it-
hide.
Yep, it should have been a normal attack. I don't know why it came up as disadvantage, but
Doesn't
still
matter, the
11
low number was
misses.
first. Yep.
and going to use Unleashed Incarnate for a similar attack from the clone.
Okay. Uh,
16 hit.
16. Yeah, 16 does hit. Okay.
Andar is going to giggle and look at Landar, who can take a reaction for a bonus attack, because it was with the sword.
Now you can take your reaction and
Okay.
Whoa!
You boy!
see.
Get him!
You know, let me check. Let me see what its AC is. Yeah, that totally hits. Good lord. 72
damage.
Medium or smaller, so it's not grappled. You know what? I'm just gonna give it to you because it's the difference is only 5 hit points
Huh.
out of that, and it chomps down and bites the head off of this thing.
The Sword of the Parents and Polymorph Wombo combo.
Yeah. That was the wrong one that went off. Why did that one go off?
How long does polymorph last?
So while I'm concentrating on it, I think it's 10 minutes.
An hour.
Oh, concentration up to 1 hour.
It's totally fun.
Could leave me like this. I mean, just ride.
I mean,
he all
I-
just ride, and I can be the
Yeah.
horse.
So just one thing to bear in mind with polymorph is that although you do recognize that like we're your friend, like you're a T-Rex, like you don't have your own mental state. You're a T-Rex, but you know that that we're friends. So that's
I love
a thing.
T-Rexes. Asifa loved being turned into a T-Rex. Alrighty.
But for now, I'll hold on to it. If you start doing anything weird, I'll drop concentration. But yeah. Well, maybe we should keep
Okay, once
All right.
inside,
Lumber
go
outside.
Do
ahead.
I have? Okay. Quick question. Do I have 10 minutes?
There's nothing approaching you out here. It's up to the party.
You want a prayer? Actually, we afford to maybe find somewhere to rest? It's been a while. I can tell I'm quite tired. I don't know about the rest of you.
I mean, sure, we may as well try and rest in here. I mean, if it was secure enough to keep that creature in there, it's probably pretty defensible.
Yeah, save the spell slot.
So there is a, as you get inside, there is a stairway heading up.
Oh yeah, I'll go do that. Go look for that thing.
Okay, Kira, is anyone else going
Yeah.
up the stairs with Kira?
Yeah, Tallies will.
All right, let me.
I'm a T-Rex. I don't think I'll fit.
No, come on in. You all right?
And is anyone else going upstairs with the two of them?
Yeah, me. I'll go.
If anybody else can cast Enlarge Reduce, just shrink him down.
Let me move
Baby
you
T-Rex.
guys into the observatory as you come up. I didn't grab all of your tokens. Let me grab some more tokens. More of your tokens here. Actually, I'll describe it as we come up. We might or might not need the tokens. All right. So as you come up to the top of the stairs, oh, I have a. Where's?
I don't like
Where's
that
the
at
art
all.
for this? There's the art for this. Okay, I'll just describe it. So a large telescope dominates this circular chamber, and gazing into the eyepiece is a hulking frog-like biped in wizard's robes, and it doesn't seem to pay you any mind. It's spending its time mumbling to itself. And as you look up, there are the where the windows would be. There are windows, however, they appear to be covered over by something. You do see a large chunk of stone that crashed through the roof and embedded. You can see another area that's covered up. The hole in the roof is covered up, but you can see where it came down and embedded itself like a jagged stone knife sticking out of the floor, just as Kira saw in her vision.
We see this green slot here.
That's what's looking into the
Okay.
eyepiece of the telescope. Yes,
Where are
Hey,
we on this map?
muttering to itself. You would be coming out of the stairwell there.
Hey, should
I
we just?
didn't get your Oh, and these are the guys you fought downstairs. They're not here.
Should we just? I mean, we
You
could,
can
we
put
could
your
t- we could
tokens
take-
on if you need to, but this is going to be mostly roleplay. I don't think you're going to. I mean, you might. For everything.
So,
No,
so-
it
We'll find a
can't.
way.
when we-
The
So it
shard
doesn't-
is over here.
So it doesn't really pay as much attention. Tallies will turn to the party and say, "There's another one of those creatures, but it's a slightly different one." Do I know anything about green slots, like distinctly based on what I knew about slots in general?
They were the intelligent ones. You know, they had kept some of the intelligence and the and their casting abilities.
Okay.
Where's
All right.
this?
So this is a slightly different one. They're smarter and they have some spellcasting abilities. But I had an idea, just in case things go south. But we also, don't want this thing to get out. I mean, what if we just took a rest up here and we blocked the door? Like,
Good.
I still have one of these, and I pull out one of my charms. You know, the one that gives you a tiny hut. So we could just put that in front of the door and just rest and recuperate, and that way, if so it can't get out because the door's blocked, we can rest in there so it can't get to us. And yeah, well, I mean, when we're ready, we can go out, and if it wants to fight, we'll fight. If not, then we won't.
How big is the tiny hut? Okay, that's fine.
Yeah, I think it's supposed to be big enough to take like 5 or
Yeah,
6 people.
but it's like
Yeah.
it's like if you start encroaching on the green slot space, he sort of mutters and is like, "Get out of my way!" and sort of swats at you and goes back to looking in and muttering to himself in the.
Oh, so clearly uninterested in us. Just focus on
Yeah,
telescoping the
he's sort of
ice.
fiddling with there's a sort
Cool.
of brass plate thing with some controls, and he's fiddling with it.
Okay. When I see
So
him
we-
looking,
So do we want to do that? Like, what do you think? Stops it from getting out, gives us, gives us time to rest, and then if a fight comes, we'll be fully rested and, ready to go again.
All right. Knowing that the tablets are all written in a language that Andwise cannot understand, I'm going to take my little stealthy self around, copy what writing I see on it, and then just write it down and then bring it back to give it to
Okay.
Tallies.
Okay.
Okay. Sure.
And Tallies, you read it
I'll-
out.
Well, I'm going to translate it myself. The thing is that so, like, we're kind of at the minute kind of just like poking our heads at the stairwell, like more than anything. Like we haven't gone apart from Andwise, haven't really gone in the room because we're still discussing it, and I also don't want to, tell that thing what we're saying. So I'm kind of whispering it quietly to the party, but I'm waiting for
Okay.
anybody to respond on what they think of the plan.
What did I miss?
Obviously.
Ha!
All right, so Andwise has like copied the text on the slab and brought it back to me with his stealth, but there's like a green slot spellcasting more intelligent version of one of those creatures in there. But what we could do is I still have one of these charms, the one that creates a tiny hut. We could just put it in front of the door so it can't get out, and we can just rest in there, and then if it wants to fight afterwards, we can. If not, then we don't need to, but at least it can't get out and we can rest. And there isn't really anything it can do about it.
So far, the green slot has been completely uninterested. I mean, as you guys kind of scope out the space and sort of bump towards it, it grumbles at you and kind of swats at you to go away and all, but then it goes back to it's working with controls on the telescope and it is very focused on that. It seems completely uninterested in you guys, even though it clearly knows you're here.
that's a really cool telescope.
No, the T-Rex is eating the blue slot.
T-Rex is eating the blue slot.
Yo,
Yes, the T-Rex is very hungry.
So,
Single.
what
I
do
mean,
people
if
think?
you guys want to, is the charm just like an single action, no time to cast other than that? Go for it. Yeah.
Yep.
I'll see why not.
Okay. How long are you guys going to be in it?
8 hours.
Okay. You guys will be able to complete a long rest, and
You
that
might want to
blue
drop
slot is
concentration.
absolutely no more.
Yeah. So before I actually drop the charm, my plan is to drop concentration on polymorph and tell Landar to come in and let him know what's going on.
Huh.
We could all use a good rest.
Please tell me that Landar was done eating before he dropped concentration.
I would like to.
I mean, I
in
hope
my
he
head,
wasn't.
Yeah.
Halfway through, I've got
When he
bits
turns
of
back
meat.
to a humanoid, he's like hunkered over, mouth full of meat.
So as the tiny hut goes up, Kira's gonna walk through it and over to the green slot, like before the long rest is over.
If you die, you're on your own.
They're death warning
Kind of
for
been
it
the
now.
vibe since the beginning. Like, that's a really cool telescope. What are you looking at?
It's if I just sort of reverse the polarity and then get me, and I will. I can get the way out of here and all this.
You-
Go away! You're bothering me.
Well, I'm used to it at this point. But what if you do this? And I'll help him press buttons. And I have my dragon up, so I have. Yeah. Can I do? Can I
And so
help?
you go to press buttons.
I try.
It turns and it bares its teeth and claws at you. I said, go away!
Well, that's not very nice. I've clearly had a difficult day.
And it's still sort of looking menacingly at you. Go
Yeah.
away!
Oh, I get it. What are you looking at? Is it cool?
No, it's not, and it's not working, and go away, you bother me. And now you can tell, looking up, all of the windows and openings and everything are covered over.
Yeah. So here, give me a second. I won't touch it, but I can help, and I'll float up, and I'll start taking the stuff down.
So now as you're up there, you can see that these are large sheets of adamantine. I mean, this place is armored.
Oh, so it's like,
Although it doesn't seem to change what the astronomer is doing at all. He wasn't actually looking directly, although he doesn't knows what you're doing. And yeah, it's like, don't do that. It'll get out.
what'll get out?
The blue one.
Oh no, we killed him. Don't worry about it. Unless you liked him, then they killed him. Because technically, I didn't touch him. He was dead before I got there.
Also, don't open the thing and let these creatures out. They're extremely dangerous. Whole reason we're
It'll
blocking
be
the door.
fine. Are there like buttons or anything that would open up the ceiling?
No, it seems to be, very much put in place like it was, armored in to protect it.
Oh.
To protect things from getting out, specifically.
Yeah. He didn't want us to open it because he was afraid the blue one would get out. And he doesn't seem intent on getting out at all.
Hey, Kara, come here.
No.
Just come here a second. I don't want to embarrass you in public, so get down here.
Too late. Down.
I'm gonna whisper to Kira, you realize the entire city's covered in ice? Even if you take all that down, he's not gonna be able to see anything but the ice.
Obviously.
Why are you taking it down then?
Because I'm trying to help him. I'm very far away from you. I didn't go back to you. Okay. Is there something in particular we can help you with?
No, go away.
Okay. I'll go back to the tiny hut.
And the closer you are to it, the more suspiciously it looks at you. But as you back away from it, he goes back to what he was doing, flipping, and muttering, and switch to polarity and do this. All right.
Polarity? Really?
Don't let him out. If you open the thing, it'll just go to ice. I don't want to embarrass you in public.
I don't care about that. He said something about reversing polarity. I want to know what he's working on.
So, are you doing this before, during, or after the rest?
I'm gonna do it before.
Okay. So you are inspecting and looking at this.
But I'm keeping a respectful distance from one artificer to another mechanical inclined person, respecting his work. Okay, so what do you think? What do you think switching to polarity is going to do to assist you?
It'll get me out of here. What do you think? And he goes back to money and green.
Why don't you use the door?
And it goes silent.
My big friend's got a point.
Turns and glares at Azotan. You idiot! I don't want to just get out of this room. I want to go to distant stars. I want to escape this whole damn world. I've been trapped in this city for all this time, and I want out. This thing used to bring creatures in to be studied and dissected from distant places, and I want to turn it around so it can send me away. So I don't have to be bothered by idiots like you. You're bothering me, you're distracting me. I know I'm close. Hang on, I'm closing those back to these.
Now,
Back
you
to
insulted
flipping
me
switches on the brass plate.
near half a dozen times in that little tirade. I'm gonna choose to ignore it. But my friend here, I'm gonna point to Andwise, is a skilled artificer and can probably assist you with the machine.
Does not appear to be paying any attention, as it is muttering, trying to line up constellations and.
Okay, what do I see on the machineries that could actually assist him? Or look like they might, from my point of view?
Give me investigation at advantage. Hey, so with a nat 20 on that, you can see, a brass plate that has some controls. But you can see there's some dents and all in places, and looking it over but not getting too close to it, it should be thrumming with power, and it's not. And so in your opinion, it's not working. This thing cannot function. That it is beyond repair.
All right, so he's basically working on a hopeless cause then.
In your professional opinion, yes.
Well, I wish you the best of luck, and I'm gonna go back and head back towards the tent. I'm not gonna be the one to disappoint him by telling him it's not gonna work.
It's like he's been trying for 2,000 years. You'd think he'd have figured that out by now.
But we need it for something, right? That's what the divination tower told Kira.
You need the chunk of masonry over here that
he got it already.
Andwise brought to Tally's. Andwise brought to Tally's. Tally's has not read it out yet.
So then our options are to leave this guy to his business or kill him and see if he has loot. Is that correct?
Pretty much, yeah. He seems pretty uncooperative, so
Does he have like pockets or pouches, or it look like he's carrying anything?
It does not.
Anything that somebody with morally ambiguous code of ethics might find covetous.
It really doesn't. It looks like he's been wearing that same robe for 2,000 years, and his shape has changed since then. Clearly he wasn't like that before, and yeah.
All right, looks like we should go.
Or climb inside the hunt, take a long rest.
I'm assuming after the rest, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So you guys are going to take. Aha! I found it.
So I'm just checking something out with Landar.
That's what the room looks like.
Depending on the situation, I might be doing a swap with some items.
Okay. So yes, you get the advantage of a long rest.
All right. Tally's is going to suggest that if Landar wants these braces, I mean, him being sort of up front and up close and personal with people might be helpful for him, and I might, attune to the staff instead, whichever you think is going to be most useful to you.
Sorry, Swank.
Why?
As you
You're-
look in your bag for it, you find it's not there.
Why isn't it there?
You don't know why it isn't there.
Just look at the only person who would obviously want to take it and wonder why they're doing this and being like this and finding it very annoying. Just hold out a hand and wait for it to appear in my hand magically.
I don't know that said person is paying any attention to you.
Blow my trunk in his face.
But it's mine. Nobody else wanted it, so I was able to grab it and I put it in my bag. It's mine.
That's not true. I said I wanted it when we got it, and everybody ignored me, and then you kept it.
I don't remember that part.
I mean, I don't see any
You
reason
don't.
not to let her have it, though.
Well,
Unless it's, I guess, unless it's gonna. I mean, who's it gonna benefit the most?
Have you already attuned to it in the multiple short rests we've had since?
Give me, the two of you who are looking at Andwise, give me an insight check, please. And Landar, Landar or Azatoth, if either of you are looking towards it. Kira is going to see all the things.
Oh, I remember now.
Kira, do you want to describe this, Giz, or do you want me to?
Go ahead. I'm just trying to figure out why she's trying to take my stuff. It's mine.
Yeah, that is exactly what he's doing. And he's kind of hunched over and looking at you with a very suspicious and suspicious in a frightened sense sort of look. And his emotional response to this, it's almost like you are confirming his worst fears, and it seems out of proportion to the situation.
Why is he being like this?
If I remember, he ran afoul of some bad voodoo and hasn't quite recovered yet.
Would I, in my time coming before I joined the party, would I have accumulated 100 gold worth of diamonds for Greater Resto?
Sure.
Okay. Pull out the diamonds. Can someone hold him down, please?
And Aztoth starts running over to tackle him.
Why are you trying to take my stuff? It's mine! No!
Not
Stop!
anymore. Get over here.
Azatoth, catch.
Ooh, uh-oh. What did you do? Is that a magic missile?
Yes,
It
it
is.
is.
This was, of course, before the rest, right?
Yeah. Yeah, it is before the rest, yeah. Because I wanted
Because
to attune to it during the rest.
wanted the
Yes. Yep.
she wanted the headband so she could attune to it.
Yeah, alright. So I'm just going to eat your magic missile and just charging at you so that I can comply with Kira's request.
Why are you
Well,
trying to
this is-
take all my stuff? It's mine! What you guys are trying to steal all my stuff. Why are you trying to take it all?
I'm also going to use the inspiration you gave us earlier, Karis. I would like to try
Okay.
and grapple him.
Okay.
What? But he can still fail. He can roll less than 10,
is-
right?
It's still fail.
That
shit.
is inspired. That was a truly inspired roll. In fact, I'm so inspired by that roll, you can have another inspiration.
Oh, thank you.
I just imagine like the cartoon scene where
He's
he just
so
runs at him.
wiggly. Get over here.
He just dives at him, and as he goes to grab him, like he just moves out the way, and Azatoth
Pulls
crashes
on the
to
floor.
ground. Yeah.
that's his intelligence from, seeing how Azatoth moves, and he just quick dodge.
That's it.
Okay, so, yeah.
I'm gonna run over to a different corner of the hut so I can try and get out of here at some point. Quit trying to take all my stuff. It's mine. Why are you guys trying to take? You guys don't want me to have anything, do you? You're taking all my stuff.
Azathoth,
I'm still trying to catch him.
So yeah,
Okay.
please continue.
grab at him again.
Oh yeah, use that inspiration again.
Okay.
All right, hey,
Try
hey.
that again. Ah, that's better.
It's
So it would
11.
actually be athletics or acrobatics. That would
Yeah, well,
in
they
case
can
you roll a
contest
2.
with whatever.
Oh, acrobatics. Okay.
Yeah,
The
either
2.
athletics or acrobatics. But you rolled a 2, so even
Still
plus
doesn't
10, that
matter.
would still be a
17's less
12.
than
Still doesn't matter. Okay. Azathoth grabs him, holds him down.
No,
Kira,
actually,
go ahead.
I'm gonna grab him by the ankle and then just hold him like upside down, dangling in the air.
Oh, all sorts of stuff is going to be falling out of his pockets as he's frantically trying to grab the stuff falling out of his pockets.
Lay on my hands on either side of his head. Greater restoration.
All right. Adwise, you it does completely eliminate that effect that you were under.
Oh, come on. I was just getting started into the whole golem routine with it.
I know, but yeah, no, it takes care of it.
Can you do that again?
I could, but it wouldn't have the same effect. I'll turn my head upside down.
No, not on
And have
him.
the headband of intellect now, please.
I'm gonna lean in real close and kind of whisper.
What?
He got hit by some of the same voodoo too, and he's been kind of a jerk ever since.
No kidding.
May I have the headband of intellect now, please?
Oh,
Okay,
I'm assuming it's like on the ground where I shook him out.
Yeah.
Oh, no,
I pick it up.
That I would have had.
Anders,
I would
Go
have
ahead.
that completely secured because I knew that was the one item that she asked for by name. Everything else that's falling is just because
So
I
with
couldn't
the
hang on to everything.
with the charm
some-
lifted,
some
are you still like
interesting-
death gripping?
I'm not death gripping it, but I'm looking at you like, why am I hanging upside
I'm
down?
gonna take it, and my hand to the cure.
there. What also fell out of his bag are a bunch of rolled up papers, kind of several pages rolled up together.
Oh no!
Yep,
No!
Tally's
I
grabs
grab
those.
them and give them to Tully's.
Yeah, Tally's grabs those, and do you know what else as well? Because the tiny hut's up now. Andwise isn't allowed inside.
Let's go! See him there with the freaking green sword.
Yes,
Jesus.
start emptying your body. Tully, do you look at the papers?
Yeah, I'm gonna read them.
Jesus.
Okay. As you read them, what you see is a notice from Neverwinter, or not Neverwinter, Baldur's Gate. Another one from Waterdeep. Another one from... What was the third one again?
I think it was Neverwinter,
Okay, Neverwinter.
and
But-
I think might also be one from Leskin, but all along the coast.
Okay.
Basically,
All them-
there's a notice from every major city up and down the coast, except for up here in 10 Towns. What you are looking at is a stack of wanted posters with Andwise's name and likeness on it, various charges from theft to blackmail,
Jaywalking.
attempted murders.
Jaywalking? Yes, there's at least one jaywalking in there.
Public drunkenness.
Yep.
He'll
But that was the only reason I got nailed with that is because the governor's daughter got busted as well, and she wasn't supposed to be hanging out with me.
But I mean,
Ugh.
So Tally's reads all of these notices and everything like that.
as it
He kind of
shrugs his
looks-
shoulders, very like comically and exaggerated. Just big shrug. Anyways, now that that's over with, like we care that you're a
Throw
thief
salt
or a
over
criminal.
his shoulder. This guy sucks. Why are you friends with him? Oh my god.
This guy sucks.
Jeez.
Friends. I think you're
One
getting ahead of
wondering,
yourself,
disturbing the
demon.
pieces, yes.
We are acquaintances of convenience.
Oh, thank goodness. Okay.
Yeah,
sit down
associating
and
with each
take
other
this
allows
and-
us to survive.
Andwise, you are distracted enough at Tali's reading your papers that Kira is able to get the headband. Actually, give me a sleight of hand, because that's a nice dex thing, sort of a quickness thing. Are you able to grab it and get it out?
I'll guidance myself first, I guess. Freaking headband. 14.
I'm gonna.
This is passive, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah.
What?
I mean, he knows you don't manage to do it without him knowing it, but I'm gonna let you grab it.
I'm just gonna let her take it. I'm kind of defeated right now, so. But yeah, that sleight of hand, I'll just let you know, not even close to passing, and that's just against my passive.
Yeah, passive perception. Yeah, he would notice it, but he's distracted enough that you are quick enough to get in and grab it.
Grab it and Misty step out.
Tallis is gonna like roll the papers back up, head over to like the edge of the bubble, and just kind of like hand them out to Anwise and just say in like really broken halfling, just like, I wouldn't worry about it. I'm pretty sure we've done worse since we all got together. So, and we'll probably do worse going forward.
Yeah, but when this is over, at least you can show your face anywhere on the coast. I can't.
Change your face.
Problem is, they know that's coming. I would have to change everything. My height, my race, everything.
Easily done.
You're gonna be a bigwig here in 10 towns, so you know.
That's why I want to get this thing flying, so I can have my own town.
Well, buddy, I mean, we have this, and I'm gonna pull out the ring.
Which
Yes,
ring?
use that ring.
The ring of 3 wishes. Did we save the last wish for a rainy day?
Yes, yes.
So here we go. If you really want to change, and this is just the first plan. Like, we can workshop it a bit. We'll kill you, and then we'll use the wish to resurrect you into something different. To reincarnate. Yeah, that's the word. Then you don't have to take all of our stuff.
I wasn't taking all of your stuff, and I have no idea what happened that the headband ended up in my possession. All I know is I had it, and for some reason, I just had this urge to not let it go, and I don't know why.
Huh.
This man is cursed.
Well, not anymore.
So, something to consider. I put the ring away.
Lender, how much food do you still have with you?
Well, I did steal a bunch of rations from.
Yeah, but at this point, I assume you've been consuming them on a regular basis too.
Yeah, I'm down to about 5.
Okay. So, are you guys going to complete your rest?
Yes.
Splendid. Give me a round of con saves.
What?
I'm gonna use my inspiration.
Before we finish the long rest or after?
After.
Why? Oh my god, my dice have been terrible.
Is
All
this a
right,
magical
so-
effect?
It is.
Okay. Yeah, I don't know if it. It probably doesn't matter. But
Okay, so Andwise, what was your roll? Okay. I'm going to ask you guys, because I need to do some record keeping here. I need to ask you guys to tell me. Andwise, what was your roll?
10.
Okay. The effects are back. Okay. Anyways, Azathoth, what was your roll?
14.
Roll a d6 for me, please.
just so you
Do I
know
have
that
to?
anybody.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Kira, what was your roll?
21.
Give me a d6, please.
I don't know if that's
Okay.
relevant, but
It's not. Landar, what was your roll?
17.
Okay, give me a d6, please.
Six.
Tallies?
I got a 19.
Okay. Give me a d6, please. Okay. Alrighty.
All right, Endwise is quickly gonna pick all his stuff up that Azathoth dumped when he flipped me over and start putting it back in my pockets and securing it. I'm gonna make sure that all my pockets and my bag are all like secure. So no amount of Azathoth shaking will make them pop open again.
Noted.
During that long rest, would we have gotten to hear what the clue
Yes.
for this one is?
Heal what? I'm sorry, say the last part again.
Clue for this tower, or for the other tower that got over here?
It was handed to Tallies. It depends on whether Tallies is going to tell you.
I wrote it in my notebook.
What was it?
Oh, it's burn your hand, basically. Is the short version.
Summon a flame in the palm of your hand?
So yeah, under that you have to like scorch your hand. So summon a flame in your hand and then let your hand burn.
Can you paste the text for me?
Tallies didn't show you the text.
Okay.
Are you sure you don't have any more diamonds? Maybe look real hard. You could have. I mean, you were frozen a really long time. That's-
No. And I asked earlier if the party had any, and no.
No, we did. Yeah, well,
Yeah.
none of us have spells that require diamonds as components. We have this, and I hold up the Ring of Wishes again.
I changed out Greater Restoration because we didn't have any more at the end, or at the end of the long rest anyway, so I don't have it anymore.
Ugh.
Alrighty.
I guess. Sorry, I just read it again. So Tallies would say, you have to burn your hand and then tell a secret about yourself. Is the next step of the whatever it is that we're doing.
What was the number? So it was third, burn your hand and tell a secret.
That's the one.
Is there a specific place we have to do it?
It doesn't say.
Uh-huh. Which trial would that be? That would be evocation? Like it's not this tower, right? Well, what is this tower? We don't even know.
It was divination, the tower that it was originally in. It fell off the top and came into here.
So let's go to the divination tower and see if we can perform that action and get a response. Best I got.
I think that Like, it's sort of like first you did this, second you did this. This was the third thing. I think the thing is that we have to go to all the towers to get all of them, and then we go to a central location and we do them in order of first, second, third.
Okay, cool. So then we're good to leave. We can go somewhere else.
We can absolutely bounce, yeah.
Let's do that.
All right. Let's move you guys back to the main map.
Charlie's
They're
makes a
in-
mental note about the slot being there.
It sort of grumbles at you, but as long as you don't get too close to the telescope, it lets you go about your business. The closer you are to the telescope, the more it goes. Okay. Where are you going to next?
I'm assuming that there's probably a tower, like... Is there another one that's hidden by like the main...
Well, is this one right here?
I would have thought, well, I think that small, it's a big one.
Can we just walk in that direction until we find a tower?
Yeah.
As we
Yeah,
walk
we'll do
by,
that.
as we walk by this thing, are we able to tell what it is?
Yes, that thing. So you can see that it's got an immense dome over the top, and you can tell that it's, marred by web of cracks. It's largely broken. There are gaps in the building shell around, and as you walk past, you can see an open entranceway, and there's a landscape inside of like miniaturized natural features. Just from the doorway, you can see a desert over there and a couple of mountains over there.
Does
And
it
if you
look
kind of
like
look around, you can see there's a jungle over there. And
does it look like Faerun?
does it look like which?
Does it look like Faerun? Like
It
a map
doesn't look
of
like a
Faerun?
map. No, it does not look like a map. It looks like there's various areas. And wise, you would probably note a glint of some metal or something in the middle of the building.
Precious metal?
Mechanical metal.
Ooh, even better. Okay, where's it at?
This big domed building.
Yeah, it's in the middle. Do I see a way in?
Yeah, because you're looking through gaps in the building, and there's an open entranceway, and you guys are seeing right into it.
All right, I want to see what that mechanical stuff does.
Okay. Is anyone else following with Handwise?
I just kind of assumed we were all together, so we
Okay.
moved our way through, right?
Okay, and he's
Yeah.
detouring off into a building. He's not heading off towards the tower. He's detouring into this big dumb building.
Lender's going to pick up a small rock and toss it at the dome, just to see what happens.
Okay. Give me some. Well, so you toss it, and it continues to crack a little further. All right. So as you go in, you walk past a little miniature forest with a stream through it, and you come up, and there's this large, like 10-foot diameter iron wheel on the side that has sort of a metal brace with it, and there are these 8 kind of barrel-sized open containers attached to the outer sides of the spokes. And there's a control panel with a lever next to it.
Is the lever up or down?
The lever is up.
Not for long. Pull it down.
So you pull it down, and the wheel starts to spin, and then it comes to a stop, and you don't notice that anything else has happened. And the lever goes back up as soon as you've done pulling it.
All right, I'm gonna start investigating the mechanics to see if I can like figure out where something would have changed when I pulled that lever.
Give me an Arcana check, please. Different. Okay. You find your gaze attracted to the barrel things that has sort of a kind of residue on it and all, but you're not paying any attention. You know, it's kind of like, so would you get in this and ride around, or what would you do? Anybody else interested in this contraption?
Nope.
Sure.
Tollies, give me an Arcana check. Okay, so looking at this, you kind of think back. This is some sort of a creation machine that you would put like blood into the containers, and it would create. And you pull the lever, and it looks like it's going to create a creature, and the creatures would kind of go along with the miniature biomes that you have around you, the natural features and all.
Okay. Now, it looks like it's something that makes, I guess, maybe constructs or familiars, like some form of smaller creature, but it's made by, using the blood of a living subject, or I assume a living subject.
And looking at the sizes of these like barrel things, it would be about 80 hit points worth of blood to operate it.
Yikes.
Yeah, so it's probably
Distributed among the containers.
we probably don't want to turn it on with any of us inside it.
So then, what do we do?
I mean, we can leave it for now.
I'm going to stand outside of the trap.
All right, if it's not anything like super spectacular, let's go find the next tower. We can find like
Is there a saying?
maybe that green
A
slot
clue?
or something.
Is there what?
Like a saying? No clue
No.
here? Okay.
Well, I mean, there's a thing that looks like it might be some instructions for this thing, but it's not going to tell you any more than what
Okay.
Tollies already knows.
Okay.
No, you don't see an inscription like from the towers.
Next tower.
All right, so if you're heading over that way, I know one of those is. What's the other one? Okay, so the first. Okay, so if you guys have gotten kind of over here in this area, you see that is not actually a tower. It looks like a large obelisk. Although it is covered with runes. I don't know how close you guys want to get to it. There's a tower here. This thing here is a tower.
Okay. And you know, I know Azathoth probably wouldn't be able to tell the difference from one to another, just because architecture, especially for this civilization that he's never experienced before. So assuming I can tell the difference between the obelisk and the tower.
Okay.
Because this isn't just like standard architecture.
If you come up to this, you would see it's a 60-foot tall. It looks like it's made out of black stone, and it's just covered in runes. And there's a crack from one side that kind of goes up from near the base up into the middle.
Tallies will start making notes of the runes.
Okay.
and maybe if they mean anything.
Give me an Arcana check. So you know that with an 18, the runes inscribed on it represents the schools of magic, 8 schools of magic, but you also see in there runes related to chronomancy.
Very interesting. Okay, sure. I mean, as much as I can, without holding everybody up, I'm just gonna try and, note everything down.
Okay.
If there are any like repeating patterns, see if the positioning of them means anything on the obelisk itself, or if it's like telling a story, whatever.
Okay. You don't see it telling a story. There's something significant about it. You know there's something significant. You're not able to piece it together quite yet, but you have it noted down into your. So it's going to take, for the rest of you, it's going to take Tolly's about 10 minutes or so to, his notebook and doing all the writing down. What are the rest of you doing? Are you going to head over towards this one that is the tower, or are you going to try and? You don't see any way into that one as a top that Tolly's is taking notes on.
Okay. Just gonna kind of hang out in between the obelisk and the tower. That way I'm not too far from either of the groups.
Tallies can actually walk up to the other tower as well and just leave Ghosty Boy hanging back there to look at it, because he can communicate telepathically, so he can just send me telepathic images of it, and I might be walking a little slower than usual, but I'll be making notes as I'm going.
Okay, so this one clearly is a tower. There is a red light coming out from the window above, and the top of this tower is shaped like an axe blade.
Who?
This might be the armory.
Well, is there a door?
So you come up to the entranceways. You come up to the entranceway and kind of see, and again, it's kind of broken there. You can kind of shove it out of the way and sort of climb in. As you look inside, the interior, you can see sort of scorch marks and acid scars. And it looks like this would actually be a pretty good area to sort of maybe try out some of the elemental stuff. I mean, you can see all the different elemental stuff is kind of sort of scored in here. And there is a spiral staircase heading up to the top.
Is this the evocation tower? Yeah. It's okay.
Probably, yeah.
Alright, well, let's go up to the top. See what we can see.
All right.
Detect magic going as well.
Okay, yeah, there's evocation magic all over this place.
Let's proceed cautiously. I don't want, like, a glyph to just erupt a fireball in our face or something. So...
Okay. As you get up to the top... Actually, does this one have a... Oh, this one does have a map. So let me see if I can get us there. All right, so this one has a map. Let's see here. Okay, red orbs of light are dancing around like fireflies around this chamber. In the center, there is a large unlit brazier. And there are these alcoves along the walls. Each of the alcoves is filled with ice, and the ceiling is covered with icicles. You saw the detect magic. Well, yeah, okay.
Yeah. All right. And I'm assuming that all of the floating red orbs radiate evocation magic.
It looks very much like dancing lights,
Oh, like dancing lights. Okay.
but all red.
All right. Tarleys will, I guess, step into the room.
Mhm.
I'll actually use a bonus action to resummon Ghosty Boy as well.
So you have a ceiling full of icicles, you have chambers of ice, you have an unlit brazier in the center.
Okay. Tarleys will take a step to the side just to make room for everybody else. I'm gonna try and light the brazier. Let's see. Actually, let's take a look around first and see if there are any markings, notes, any
Okay.
scribings anywhere.
Give me perception, please.
Perception or investigation?
Give me perception, please.
Okay.
See you looking and say, "You can do it." Guidance.
Yay, guidance.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, it doesn't help.
You see lots of ice around. However, you do think
We have
you
disadvantage
do think
anyway.
there's an area up or by the ceiling that might carry an inscription, but it is not readable. It's too badly obscured by ice. Landar, are you looking into that alcove you are next to?
That I am, because I'm kind of curious as to why there's giant chunks of ice in these walls.
I need a check from you of some sort, but I'm not exactly sure what. I guess give me perception, please. Snort's got to produce flame from her trunk at what?
Nothing. I'm just holding it, looking around.
Okay. Okay.
Need more light these days with my eye.
Okay. You know ice. And these
Jesus.
are, large cube. The one next to you is a large cube of ice, but there's something not quite ice-like about it. Okay. Azatoth, Andwise is being sneaky. Azatoth, go ahead and bring your tokens into the room. What are you guys doing? Kira's looking around with a flame in her trunk.
So was probably like the dozenth time. Azatoth does not comprehend puzzles, traps. This whole wow, I'm tiny. Big. This whole thing, it's like he's every tower we go into, it's the same. He's just looking for threats, trying to be ready to respond.
You're
But
not perceiving any threats in here.
okay,
This
that's good.
appears empty except for the ice above. Actually, given your experience in the caves before you got here, you would probably try to give me a perception check. You would probably look pretty suspiciously at those ice up above. Okay, and so you're particularly watching for any sort of movement up there among the ice, and you're not seeing any movement up among the ice on the ceiling.
Okay.
So while I'm just like looking at this block of ice, I just call out to him, I'm like, something is not right with the ice in these
Are you
walls.
guys spreading out to look at more of them?
Tally's is gonna go ahead and throw a firebolt at where the ice is covering the inscription that he noticed that he can't quite make out.
Okay. So you're pointing up there. Yeah.
Oh, I'm throwing a firebolt up there.
Oh, you're throwing a firebolt at it. Give me the damage from that.
That's a good
25
roll on a
fire.
firebolt.
So you do get that does give you a little bit of information. You can see that it does kind of start some melting on it. You can see that it would take a lot more of that, and particularly a sustained
You mean like
duration to
a
really melt through it.
Alright,
create
yeah.
bonfire?
Or how about I kind of hold up a thermal cube that makes all of the air around it like warm.
Yeah, give me the stats on that again. Remind me of the stats on that. You have it right there. I mean, I can look it up if you don't have it right there. Let's see, thermal, because I put it in the magic items for you guys.
Yes, yeah, that's right. That's where we're seeing it.
Magic items, thermal cube. Here we go. Within 15 feet. You think it would take a very long time for that to warm the room, although, let's see.
Well, I mean, I can
feet.
just hold it. Yeah, just keep it next to where the inscription is. I don't really care about the whole room.
Oh, so you're keeping it up. You're holding it up by where the inscription is. How are you holding it up that high?
How high?
How high is the ceiling in here? That's a really good question, which I should know the answer to. I do not know the answer to that. I'm going to say it's 30 feet up.
30 feet. Oh, okay.
Tallies, what are you doing?
There's an inscription up here, but it's partially covered with ice, so I can't really make it out. So I figured this cube that keeps everything nice and toasty and warm would be a good way to melt the ice pretty quickly.
Azathoth, did you actually create the bonfire?
Yes.
Where?
Under the ice.
There's ice all over the place here. Please be a little more specific.
Probably
That
the
same
ice that we're
area
talking about
that
melting.
Follies was focusing his energy.
Oh, up in the ceiling.
Yeah.
Okay. And how long does the bonfire last?
Create bonfire is concentration up to a minute, but it's also a cantrip. So I could just keep casting it every minute to have it indefinite.
Okay. So it's gonna take a while for that. Let's see.
So while they're like attempting this, I just look at them kind of confused, cock my head, look up, and I just wave my hand, and all the ice just is removed. Because I use my key ability to shape the floating river, just remove the ice off the inscription.
Tally's looks and goes, I completely forgot that you could do that. Good
I
play.
was just doing what he was doing.
All right. So it is in Draconic.
The water starts to pour down just so you can see it. Kira's like, oh no, and she'll freeze it at the bottom of it so you can see it.
Okay.
What's it say?
So there's an inscription up there in Draconic.
Good point, yeah. I guess anybody who can speak Draconic would know what it says.
Yes, but I don't think anybody else does.
Landar does.
Oh, Landar does. All right. Do you actually read it out?
Yeah, and just it says quench the flame in thy palm with ice. Seems fairly easy.
Yeah. Hey, what? Can you do that on the ice in here? Can we see through the ice, or is it like opaque?
I mean, it's kind of correct. It's hard to see through. Which one are you looking at?
I mean, the whichever one I can see easily. Let's say I'm standing here, so I'm closest to this one. Like, is it?
Okay,
Is it like frosty or whatever? Or?
it looks like a 10-foot by 10-foot by 10-foot cube of ice.
Yeah, I mean,
But is it like? Because you can get ice that's like entirely opaque or entirely see-through, like depending on how dense it's like.
It's kind of like what it is.
Okay.
I mean, it's kind of like the blue that you see here on the picture.
Okay,
So it's opaque.
So it's opaque.
Kind
You
of
can't
ish,
see through
yeah.
it. Right. Okay. Cool. I'm gonna firebolt the brazier in the middle then. Just light it.
Okay.
Okay.
And as that spark of flame does, it whooshes up with a much larger flame than a single spark would tend to use. And as it starts giving off heat, and it is warming the room fairly significantly. What are you guys doing while this is going on? While it's heating the
I'm
room?
looking around to see what
Okay.
happens. What happens with these blocks of ice? What happens with all the ice on the ceiling? Everything.
Okay, if you look around, you do notice that in this one over here, there's a skeleton in the ice.
All right, I'm gonna
Sorry,
draw
which one?
weapons and get ready just in case. I'm gonna take a shot at the first non-party member I see, especially if it's a skeleton.
Okay.
Yeah, I mentioned before that something does not look right with this ice. I don't. This concerns me.
Yeah. If the ice doesn't look right and we're seeing like a skeleton, because normally if something gets frozen in ice, it's not usually a skeleton. It's usually like really well preserved. So either was the skeleton like sat down on the floor or?
It's kind of suspended in it.
Okay.
So are you guys you're overlooking towards that?
Tollies is going to suggest that we back off.
I'm gonna take the maul and I'm gonna walk up and bash it onto the nearest block of ice.
Okay. And
That's
so
all I can do.
if it's been a few minutes as you have done this, and give me your attack roll.
Tollies is actually, if nobody's gonna move,
All
Tollies
right.
is gonna make his way part way down the stairs, leaving Ghosty Boy to like oversee what's going on in this room.
So as you do this, the pacemaker hits into it. Give me damage. It doesn't crack like ice. It kind of squishes. And come on. And you have done 53, and you do into it. And we are going to roll initiative to next time. We're going to stop there, as all of these cubes are starting to emerge from the ice.
Oh no. All right. Well, as you heard, that is going to be the end for today. Thank you all for coming and hanging out. I hope you had fun. If you did, make sure you hit that follow button. If you haven't already, join us in the Discord. That's where you need to be if you want to get involved in the game yourself. And hopefully I see you tomorrow. Bye, everyone.